put my finger on it.
Something ain't right. Weibo Gaming, Hot Jukes.
Well, let's see.
Combined with the playing path, and everyone's just staying there for as long as they possibly could. BTR ended up getting a bunch of eliminations there, followed by also Thunder Talk. Let's see who's going to be sending it there this time around. And it seems like S2G in particular will be looking to get possibly involved into that one. Oh no, they're going to go for the stretch, making it over the stadium itself. But yeah, Test Track is getting big. London. This guy is just an absolute menace on the battlegrounds. And here we go. The first clip we're going to see is that 1v3 versus the side of Wolves. And look at his movement tech. He's down to 2 bullets on the S12K, and he makes it count against Elementrix. What a play indeed. And you know what? There's many more from which that came from, and he's going to keep popping off for the entirety of today, Hot Jukes. I can tell you that much.
Absolutely. Also got to give some props to Tiamba, right? Tiamba did a great job of putting some points on the board in Rondo, especially considering where they were at the start of the day. Oh, look at this play here from GenFoss. If only he had the P90. Switches to a nade, just way too late.
But no backup. But no backup too, right? I'm very curious as to why GenFoss maintained that 3-1 split. I feel like the only reasoning why they would have done that is because, by the way, this was a weird push from Weibo. But the only reason I would understand why GenFoss remained there is because maybe his car was not in functional condition and he just had to stay there. Which, if that's the case, that's unfortunate. But if he had the opportunity to regroup and he just didn't go for it, that's going to be more. This is total.
14? Yeah,
which we do know, right? Most of his damage did come from that. You know, we keep vibing during the break, like, it's so catchy. With that said, looking at the drop location for some other teams, I'm not expecting too many hot drops, unless some teams like targeting some particular squads in particular. Actually, I'm gonna shut that up because Novo is getting a bit busy right now. I'm looking at, like, wait a minute, this Yang on Galacticos maybe looking to have the clash of there, and also in farm. Okay, I like guys having dinner yesterday on game number 5 on Miramar. So overall, good game. But yeah, the hot drops in particular, this is my big question. Hot Jukes going into game number 3. Are we going to see these clashes resolved in farm and also in the side of Novo? Because these fights are really slowing down the ascent of some of these teams. They cannot afford to go for the hot drops. It's really just, it's shutting down your entire tournament if you go out early.
For sure. I mean, what do you do if you're Wolves, right? I mean, Wolves got taken out so early, and they can't afford another match like that. So if you're Wolves, maybe it's time to try to find a secondary drop location. You got to be able to adapt in fights like this. Or do you commit and try to get those points? So far for
the 2 days of group stage, Tian will still be 2,000 damage lead right now onto second place, which is notable.
This match.
Are we going to see the hot drop continue? Are we going to see, again, Monstrum Red Force versus Wolves in farm? And are we going to be witnessing Goat Team versus Yang Galacticos in Nova Red Noia? Those are the 2 big question marks for me, at least. I would like to see not happen. Of course, we make the early game more interesting. Of course it would, so I wouldn't say no to it. Why the hell not? But I would not recommend it to them because it can really hinder their opportunity to make it in the top 15. Though I am seeing Wolves committing once again the farm drop, which they've been dropping there for a very long time now, even back during PMMI S1, if I'm not mistaken. I am seeing a red team just behind Wolves. I feel like Monstrum might go for control from that western building.
Man, what a crazy game. I mean, this was interesting to say the least, Max, man.
Wait. Just for you guys in chat to know, when a caster says something is interesting, he means, oh, that's weird as hell. Okay, that's what the word interesting means.
It's a funky game, man. I don't know what else to say. This is just straight wild. I've seen some plays that I couldn't even conceptualize or think is an option, you know, when it comes to the side of Alpha 7 going for the wildest hunting down a vehicle maybe play. I don't get it. And we saw wild rotations, crazy circle shifts, and but you know what? E-Arena said when it comes to craziness, we're crazy too, and they took advantage of it.
We're crazy too, and GenFoss was also crazily trying to make into the play zone. But here you go. This is Mormon, the double Molotovs onto Scarface. It just stacks so much damage, and he could not really survive the encounter.
No,
and then right behind Tizzy. Again, I really want to try and analyze and break down this game. Like, what was QZ doing here? I have no idea. He just tried to make it work out and secure maybe an extra ranking for his team by getting Nullable, and then Nullable just got his climbing
points. That leaves a point threshold. Yeah, I
can see a few more eliminations on Arango in particular, but Influence Raid are not to be trifled with, or they will shut you down. Though, still looking at the bottom of the location alone, which is just so beautiful to witness.
Beautiful is the right word. What a crazy... There's some beautiful shots with the pistol, though, off the rip. This was wild. Look at that. Nolbu trying to catch him out, but Lawrence in with the pistol, shutting them down. Oh, man, these hot drops in Erangel are just something else.
Maybe 4 Thrives are watching these games, right? And they're like, maybe it's good we couldn't play. These games are weird.
Yeah, this is off.
We prefer watching it from home right now. But no. They would definitely enjoy it. I feel like in particular, some funny guys like Noki would make a lot of memes about this tournament. But RRQ, these nades, I mean, Ketch and Scarface had a field day on that southern fight. But I do feel like, and I would love to know if you agree or not, Hodgins, I feel like the one reason why we didn't see this win head the way of Ulf is they kept transitioning north and south of that road. And if they do something of value, we'll talk
QZZ is going to stay on top.
Right now, we're seeing Carillo's not player being put out or in. But they keep it really, when you change players as often as they are doing, it really highlights that something is very wrong happening in the back end of things. And I just can't put my finger on it. I have no idea. I love it. This is a lovely way for them to try and end day number 2. Oh, we've still got one more game to go, right? But looking at the replays of this game, Alpha 7, this early fight, the few eliminations they were able to find, kind of gives them a lifeline, a single opportunity. It's like Doctor Strange in Infinity War, right? It's like there's that one timeline. Those points kind of might make it feasible for you to still make in a top 15. But now, I would have to agree, Hot Jukes. Now, we do need to see that massive chicken dinner. Otherwise, that's it for the Brazilian super team.
Oh, you talking about Alpha 7?
Yes.
Cooked. Done. Over.
You think it's done? Yeah. You think there's no way
it's 100% over. Yeah, I mean, okay, I'll put 99.9. The 0.1% is 20 elimination chicken dinner. That's my thought.
Okay, I would say like I need 15-20 elimination chicken dinner too. I would agree around that ballpark. Otherwise, it's done. They're really happy about Hyunbin in particular. Man put up like 5 eliminations before that fight we saw in the highlights. Hyunbin showing why he is an MVP contender. So always happy to see him.
When it comes to finals time, I'm hoping
for now they are not budging. And QZZ 6 points. I feel like it's putting it slightly close if you want to try and do a roster change up. Like they're kind of putting an Alpha 7 right now with Noof, but this time it's Bodico. I wouldn't do it personally, but if there's any moment you want to give an opportunity to train for one of your subs, it would be right now. I'm complaining a lot for a team that got the win. So I'm going to stop being too negative. It is still an amazing one. As we look at the recap here, one team that did take, unfortunately, the biggest L of the year so far, again, is Alpha 7. They got taken out. I believe I looked at the rankings at the end of that game. They were down in 15th position, literally the cutoff for the grand finals. Unless a miracle happens and literally no teams at the bottom get a single point all of tomorrow, that is Alpha 7 out of PMMI 2026.
Yeah, I mean, what a wild turn of events for Alpha 7. And today in particular, it just seemed that everything went wrong for them. Even when they would show a sign of life, like they would get a good initial knock on that Erangel, boom, Soup shuts them down from the side. Just wow. I mean, nothing else to say here. We saw some crazy plays, roster swaps from them. Who knows what's going on the side of them?
They have a new name. It's Lepar. Same for the side of
North and the Wolves, right?
Wait, where are they right now? They're on the first.